some AEW stuff, and this is a bit of a conspiracy theory, Dutch. I know you like
Oh,
that kind of thing.
I love that. I love that. Really.
Ricky Starks. Now, I believe I mentioned him last week. There was a theory out there that Ricky Starks, he was tagging with Big Bill, they were champions. He had like a brief stinger back in March, and it was absolutely fine. He got checked out, and he's been ring ready ever since March, really. But he has disappeared from television. AEW's not appeared since. So, just as soon as it started, Ricky Starks' GCW run is now over. Ricky Starks made an appearance for Game Changer Wrestling GCW. He was going to be wrestling Matt Cardona in an upcoming event. Then GCW announced on Tuesday that Starks has been pulled from all his upcoming GCW appearances, including yet to be announced matches in December and January. A Hammerstein Ballroom event in January as well. Fightful Select reported that it was AEW's move to pull Stark's appearance, with the decision being made on November 26. According to the report, AEW was unhappy regarding GCW star Effie's recent comments regarding Shad Khan and Tony Khan and AEW running the Hammerstein Ballroom 1 month prior to GCW's event. Let me just clue you in on the Effie thing. Effie, on his own TikTok or whatever, said that Shad Khan, Tony Khan's son, the son of Shad Khan, Tony Khan, Shad was paying Tony to keep him out of the way of the Jacksonville Jaguars and whatever else. And that is what Effie has claimed. And also, he was venting his frustration over AEW booking the Hammerstein Ballroom quite close to a GCW show's date as well.
Well, Mr. Effie, I got a little upset with him because he did a angle with a dildo. Did you see that?
Yes.
And he did that with an AEW talent, I think. I think he did it with Elephant Boy, and what's his name?
Jungle. Jack Perry.
Jungle Boy.
Jack Perry.
Yeah. And I think he did it with him. I don't know, but I don't. I mean, it's okay, I guess, but and Effie has I guess he's gay. He can be whatever he wants to be. I don't care, but I don't think that Khan liked his AEW talent being in an angle like that, and he may not have. But the thing with Starks, I think they're kind of pissed at him.
It was Marco Stunt. It was Marco Stunt, not Jack Perry. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I think they're kind of pissed with Starks right now because I think he has laid the groundwork that he's going to WWE and he's doing this and doing that. There's some bad feelings, I think, between Tony and Mr. Starks. And of course, it'll work out. Nobody's not going to die or anything, but you can read between the lines here. They pulled him from is it GCW?
Yeah.
They pulled him from there, and of course, they're a little teed off at Effie too, and teed off at Stark. So they just cut their working agreements with both of them. They just cut them off.
Well, here's the thing with Effie is that I think this would be a good advice for any current wrestler who has a podcast or a TikTok or a YouTube show or something like that, is just don't complain publicly about stuff unless you're absolutely hoping to burn a bridge. Because if you're in the business, what possible benefit is there to airing dirty laundry?
The only thing about being a podcaster like we are is knocking another podcaster. So we can work our own angle with each other. Now people tune in to see what we're saying about each other, but we're not working for the guy. He's not working for us. So,
but some people have
people get played and don't even know it, huh?
So I don't know if Effie's one of the owners or if he works closely with GCW. He's not the promoter, but basically he's cost Ricky Starks. Well, I don't know if he's cost Ricky Starks this gig, or if Ricky Starks cost it himself. But I mean, you're working with AEW, for goodness sake. I mean, just say it privately. This kind of thing. I mean, unless... Here's the thing with Ricky Starks. I'm going to give you some quotes. He did a interview with Chris Van Vliet recently, and he says, March 2024 was my last match. I've been home, I've been healthy, never was injured. I did have a stinger. I got a stinger in a match against Top Flight in March, immediately got checked out, everything was fine. It's kind of a mind F, because I'm in my prime, and it sucks when you're on such a momentum, riding the wave, doing work and doing stuff, and then just to be at home for so long, you're kind of like, whoa, it throws you all off. I'm not meant to be at home. I'm not meant to be a homebody in this current phase of my life. I'm not meant to just be chilling at home and doing not the thing that I've been busting my ass for these past 13 years. Then Starks was then confirming that despite speculation, he's still under contract with AEW. And then he was also asked, well, why are you not on TV? And he replies, beats me. I could have 1,000 theories about what's really going on. The fact of the matter is that I don't have a definitive answer. I can't just make up an answer for people and just assume. Now, he's unhappy with it, obviously. He keeps on going in the same thing. There are two things. One, that he's publicly a CM Punk fan and CM Punk saw something in him. But also, in the same interview, he was asked about, do you remember some time ago, Adam Copeland and he shared the ring for a promo? And basically, Ricky got him so flustered that Edge came out and called him a vanilla midget, which is about 25 years passé at this point. And Ricky also said, I got him so flustered, I basically got him to forget the script or, lose his, a momentum on the promos. So is it one thing, is it another? Or is he just making enemies everywhere? And that's why he's going to be in AEW, not on TV until 2025.
Well, he went into business for himself is what he did. And which is hard to control when a guy's got a mic. And that should have been a tip off to Tony. Hey, don't put a mic in his hand unless you know exactly what he's going to say. Which I'm saying that, let me just bring this up. It has nothing to do with anything that we've been talking about. Carlitos said something about the Japanese girls recently. And they said something to each other in Japanese. And he says, I'm going to have to learn Chinese. Now, I don't know why that was received the way it was so much. He's a heel. He's supposed to be stupid.
Yeah, it's silly. And also, here's the thing. But do you know why it's a big deal? It's because how else would someone get outraged on social media over something? And also, they asked the girls, and they're like, yeah, we're fine with it. It's total white boy white knighting, projecting offense on a race that you're not, just to get upset over it, just for, I don't know, just to get
okay. So why do you think they took that out? They've taken it out of the tape,
Yeah, it's just to appease a few people on social media. That's it.
Well, when you start allowing that to dictate what you can say, hell, we won't be able to say anything. If you went back 40 years, 30 years, even to the, not even that, 20 years, the stuff you hear then, you couldn't hear today. You could not hear it at all, especially about gay people, women, anybody. We'd have been kicked off TV.
I know, but I mean, obviously, like the Carlito thing, it was so harmless, and it was a pretty funny joke.
It was. Because he's saying he got that apple or whatever. I'm going to have to learn Chinese. And it's stupid. And thinking back on it now, it's kind of funny. He's kind of funny anyway. It's intended that way. But oh no, he shouldn't have said that because the writers didn't have that down. So I don't know. Sometimes you can bite your hand off and spite of your nose or whatever that saying is.
Excuse me, I've just had an entire Diet Coke, so I'm very burpy now. Tony Khan apparently is now extending, because he did it with Penta or Phoenix, one of them, for injury time, and now apparently he's also done this for Ricky Starks as well at some point. He's basically extended his contract into 2025. So it seems that Tony Khan, I want to say two things. It seems that one, Tony Khan is, if he thinks somebody is clearly going to WWE, he's going to pay them to sit at home for him for as long as possible and maybe kill their momentum. I don't know what the thinking is there. But two, in fact, respond to that one first, and I'll say the other thing afterwards. But why is Tony Khan paying people to sit at home for long periods of time? Because he's got a grudge.
I have no idea. I really don't have an idea, because that goes against that just goes against everything that's that businessmen do. Not only everything in the wrestling business, you're not going to pay somebody just okay. I'm going to give you whatever I'm giving you, $500,000 a year. Just go over there and just stay by your phone, because I may have to call you and get you up here real quick or something like that. No, it goes against everything that's ever been done in the wrestling business. You don't pay people to sit at home. I mean, it's like signing them to football teams do that because they have to, but you don't sign a guy but at least Tony's paying them. So if you sign here, okay, whether you work or not, or get hurt or anything else, I'm going to pay you this amount here. And nobody's bitched about it, because he's probably made every payment that he's obligated to make. So I don't know. I don't know why he's got 150 at least people under contract, and I don't. Is he paying? And I cannot believe that he's paying all of them. He may. Sometimes guys have money that just, hey, I'm not going to do anything with it here. You want some money? Hey, go over there and stay at home. I'll send you some money. I'd love a guy like that. So instead of knocking the guy, which I'm not doing, I'm just saying it amazes me. But if a guy said, hey, listen, Dutch, I got this deal. I want you to go, and I'm going to pay you this, some outlandish amount. What I got to do? Nothing. Just go home. And if I call you, just make yourself available. Okay. You don't want me to do nothing? No, just I just want to know you're there. Okay. Well, I'll be there if I have nowhere else to be. And yeah, I think he'd be a great guy. So instead of knocking him, that's a great thing. But what it does, it does make people lazy. Now they don't want to do nothing. You call them up, hey, can you make Tampa next month? Oh God, really? You haven't worked in 6 months. Oh man, you know what I was going to do? I was going to make a trip with my kid. We're going to go down. We're going to go fishing. Oh, I'm sorry. Just stay home. Just write it off. Okay. Hey, but any other time, man, any other time, yeah, I'd be free. So,
do you know?
But I don't know.
With Effie, maybe not, right. Ricky Starks has got nothing to lose. He's not being used. He's under contract, and apparently they're not letting him go. So he might as well do interviews. It's fine. But with Effie, he obviously had a lot to lose. But I'm sort of in Tony Khan's camp in this one. Someone's given you grief, and in Tony's mind has lied about you, saying that Shad Khan's only given him money to sort of get him out of his hair. So Tony's like, oh, well, if you're going to say that about me, then here's your punishment, buddy.
Oh, yeah. I don't blame him there, because, Effie. Who is Effie? He's just a guy that's, I guess, gets a little 200 or 300 people to follow him around, and they're fans of Effie. But the thing about Effie is he
did you call him Effie?
Can he? I would not say F you to anybody except Dave Meltzer. I'll say it to him. But Effie, I don't know why he would say that. And Effie, he's gone as far as he can go in a wrestling business, I'm assuming. But I think he would try to stay on Tony's good side.
Yeah, especially
because...
Have
you ever met him? You ever met Tony?
No. Oh, just briefly, John Moxley, Marina Shafir, and MVP, all AEW talents, are still slated to appear at GCW's Bloodsport event this Sunday. So it's only Ricky Starks that's been pulled, so maybe it's just a confluence of circumstances that's got Ricky punished there.
All of a sudden, all this controversy is centering around Mr. Starks, but they extended his contract. Now that's what I want. I want somebody to discipline me, teach me a lesson by extending my contract and still paying me.
Jay, that Tony, it's not.
And I don't ever got to talk to him on the phone or nothing. They just I just look in my, or it could be just direct deposit. He just looks at his bank account, is deposited in your bank, and you know. So what a way to be punished.